I suppose you had 4 interim periods to decide if you really wanted to be a permanent manager, and clearly you did. When the board came to you, was there any concern that you could possibly tarnish your legacy as a player? Did that ever come to mind?
Nah, definitely not. I think when I think back, when I go through my whole sort of decision making to retire even early. So when I retired early, I still had a year on my playing, maybe even 2 years on my playing career, a year on my playing career. Now clearly when Jack offered me the job to be first team coach, I wasn't going to play because he's not going to be first team coach and play. So if I wanted to prolong my career, which everybody tells you to do, play for as long as you can. You're a long time retired, so you'll regret it when you don't play. And it was a big decision for me then to think, right, I can still fit enough to play. Whether I was good enough, I know everybody can answer that, but still fit enough to play. But deciding to retire early to take up the role into coaching. But I also knew that that's what I wanted to do after football, and I also thought it's a great opportunity to work with someone that I really enjoyed working with, and as I've already touched on, the introduction to coaching made my mind up quite quickly that it was a leg up for the next 20, 30 years of potential earnings and what I wanted to do in this next stage of my career. But also the opportunity working at this level. I might never get that opportunity again. Once you leave the club, do you ever get back? And certainly we'd have to do a lot of different things to maybe get into this position again. And then on the flip side to that, when I think back to all the managers that I've been fortunate enough to work under, like I've already touched on, yes, it's been too much of a turnover of managers during my coaching career, but I've learned so much from different managers, and I fully understand why every manager was brought in and why they were appointed, because of the qualities they've got. And not just the qualities they've got, the qualities that their staff brought with them. So you've always got, like down at Sean Maloney after that. So Sean then brought Gary Caldwell, obviously knowledge in Scotland. But I learned so much from Sean from a tactical point of view. How he's seen the game was so different to maybe what I'd done before, and even just how he was on the grass. So it was a completely different way of working. As I've already said, with Jack led on a lot of the training, and it was the way he wanted it to be. Very, very organised, very good on the grass. And I learnt a lot of that from him. And again, Sean brought a completely different way of working, which was great. And then it was Lee Johnson after that. And then so Lee was a very, very experienced manager, over 500 games as a manager, and the staff he brought in with him as well. Jamie McAllister actually played with him a brief spell when we were at Preston together.